Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It is another Watery Wednesday. And we're going to get right into it. Oh dear. Well, it looks like I did not save last time. So we're going to jump in. I forgot you have to manually save a lot in this game. So, pro tip, don't do what I did. But, all right. We're going to skip. But that also means we can just jump right in and not take as long to introduce everything.
The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. Zero human life signs detected. Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible.
Alright, I'm going to try to speed run back to where we were. Thankfully, there wasn't a whole lot of progress because I was yapping so much last time. Right, first of all, we need O2 tank, which we got titanium for that. We can get silicone rubber from the kelp. We can make batteries with copper and mushrooms. We need cave sulfur, rubber, and titanium. Alright, first of all, let's head back and get the oxygen tank.
New blueprint acquired.
Glass, silver, titanium. Okay, so we just need a bunch of titanium and silicone rubber right now. But because we're in the shallows and there's all this salvage around. Hey, buddy. Should not take us very long to get what we need. So I don't think this is the direction I went last time, so we can see a little bit more. There's a drop-off biome over there.
Alien life forms may have unexpected applications. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy.
Forgot I need to make a knife as well. Oh wait, no. I can get rubber without a knife. I can just get the kelp pods. I'm so embarrassed. Everybody does it every so often, though. I did see a sea glide fragment over here somewhere, which that will be very helpful once we get our scanner and can scan it. That'll get us shooting around a lot faster. Alright. Nope, we're not going to put flatfish. We'll turn them into water. Continue. Your rubber. Battery.
New blueprint acquired.
Got a knife.
Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. The knife remains the only exception. The fabricator draws from available data to provide environmental proof of the equipment using locally available materials. For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden. The scanner can be used to synthesize blueprints from salvage technology and to record alien biological data. Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. Continuing to monitor.
So we are... I think I managed to get the high capacity oxygen tank last time, but otherwise we are largely back where we were. Apologies for that. Thankfully that was an easy fix. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and save before this happens once again. Leaf bag. These guys are friendly. They have some like angry plants on their back that throw spikes at you, but otherwise they themselves are not very aggressive. In fact, they usually have some handy resources on their backs. I wonder if I can find some real quick. Hey, buddy. We'll give him a scan. Yeah, chunky boy. He needs a big, long scan. Where are those barnacles? There's supposed to be barnacles on their backs. Oh, here we go. Nope, that's tape. Oh, there's the what do you call it, a tiger plant, I think. Uh-oh, where'd it go? Well, I broke one and there was a copper, but the copper rolled away apparently. Down there is another biome. I forget what it's called, but eventually we'll build a base down there probably. We start getting good blueprints. There's dinner for tonight. bends are making a much bigger difference now. We're moving and grooving, at least until we get the sea glide, and then we really get moving. And we'll eventually get the sea moth. I need cave sulfur for the repair tool to fix everything up. Odd. Egg. I do not recall which kind of eggs hatch into which kinds of fish, but eventually you can get an aquarium where if you see fish that you like, you can find their eggs and hatch them. And of course, if you hatch a predator in an aquarium full of prey fish, the prey fish are going to have a bad time. Probably not a bad idea to get a flashlight so I can see better. The vehicles have flashlights built in, but until I have one, I don't have those. I make another battery. Cave sulfur.
The fabricator cooks small organisms while disposing of the skeletal structure, bodily fluids, and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for human consumption.
That is my kind of cooking. Also, I caught these way too early. I didn't realize how slowly my hunger went down. So we're just going to top off. If you don't eat them quickly, they will go bad, and then they will remove H2O. Probably because they make you sick, I guess. Glass. Glass. I need glass. Which those are usually found in the same kind of tunnels that you find cave sulfur. You got to get quartz, and then you got to refine the quartz into glass. Ow! Okay, calm down, buddy. That was not as bad as you're making it sound.
Detecting sulfur deposits in the local cave systems. Sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool.
Okay, we're like not even down 10% health. Chill.
Silver-based wiring.
Hey, we got silver, gold, lead. Okay. That was really handy. Some more copper. So we got blown up a couple times, but that was a very successful trip. Okay. Make a repair tool. Yeah, it works. You don't have to shock yourself with it. There we go. Okay, now we're really back where we were previously.
Detecting increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core, sustained during planet fall.
So we need more glass. I think this is a stalker egg. I don't know what I plan on doing with that, since I'm not anywhere near being able to get a aquarium. Just figured I'd grab it for you guys. I'm try to scan some stuff too while we're at it. Maybe do a lore dump later. Rabbit Ray. Don't have a whole lot of use for the fibers yet. Lead.
Life on this planet grows in unusually distinct and diverse ecological biomes. 30 service study recommended.
It's almost like it was a video game and it was designed to have different levels. You're not looking so good, buddy. Oh, my inventory's full. That's, if I recall, that's one thing you cannot really fix, is you can't improve your on your person inventory, but pretty much all of your vehicles except the Sea Glide and your base, you can build lockers, so you have plenty of places to store stuff for when you need to build things, but it's not like you can add your weight capacity or anything, which makes sense, because if you weigh too much, you'd probably drown. Don't need that yet, but that's going to be very helpful for vehicles. Thinking, what is taking up my space? Oh! Gosh, those eggs are massive. Yeah, we're putting those away. And the creep vine's gonna go bad, but there's not much we can do about that. I grabbed it before I really needed it. That's for like making first aid kits mostly. At least at this point, that's what it's for.
Consider disguising the flavor of unsavory meat with salt or locally sourced herbs and spices.
Well, I guess hoverfish do not taste good. Alright, which way did I want to go? I don't remember where all the biomes are. Oh, there's another reef back. This is probably going to be where we find glass. Yep, there's quartz. This section bothers me because there's fish that hide in the sand and will jump out and scare the bejeepers out of you. They don't hurt that bad, and they're not terribly fast, but like I said, they burrow in the sand to where you can't see them, and then they jump out and it's like, ah! We'll see them in a minute, I'm sure. Alright. Make some glass. Some titanium. There's a reason titanium is so common. We're going to need a ton of that later. Equipment. High capacity oxygen tank. Alright, rebreather. That's also going to be important. So that's silver. Yeah, 2 silver and 2 creep vine are what we're going to need for that. But first, let me take a selfie. By that I mean save. Again. Oh boy, that's so much better having 150 seconds of oxygen and not just 45. We got me. Okay, there's the grab trap fragment. Whoa. Slow your roll, buddy boy. Okay, we got 2 of those. Do I already have 2 silver? No, I do not. Beacons are something that I kind of slept on at first, but because there are like no markers naturally, you have to make your own. Oh, those are good. Stalker teeth are important later. You need those to make etched glass, which are for more advanced recipes. Stay here. Fill up our oxygen a little bit more. Yeah, the only way to get stalker teeth is to find them after they've been dropped, after the stalker bites something that breaks a tooth. Which you can, you can bait them into that by, I think if you're in a vehicle. Hey, 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 whoa! Hey! Back up off of me! What was I trying to say? Oh, here we go. That's an important one. In fact, I venture to say the mobile vehicle bay is the most important thing you can build in the game. Because that's where you build your prawn suit, that's where you build your Cyclops, that's where you build your rocket. Okay. So we are finally getting to where we're equipped fairly well, especially once you get the rebreather. Once you start getting to lower depths, the pressure causes your oxygen to deplete faster, which I believe has some grounding in actual physics and science. But with the rebreather, I don't. That's not how it actually works in real life, but the rebreather negates some of that penalty. So if you don't have a vehicle that has its own air supply in it already, oh boy, I forgot. I still need silver. Okay. All right, let's drop off Stalker Teeth. I let the pufferfish go bad. Top off on that. First aid kit has made us another first aid kit. Okay. Much better. I'm going to save. Stalker Teeth are usually a pain in the neck to farm later on. It would have been interesting if they'd let you. They might. I just didn't play around with the aquarium enough to know. But if you hatch a stalker in an aquarium and give them like a toy that breaks their teeth so you can get the stalker teeth more easily, that would be an interesting mechanic. But that also defeats the purpose of some of the exploration, which is literally like 90% of this game is exploration with some base building in it. You gotta find some limestone deposits. They should be down at this depth. Sea glide! Alright, we need one more.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Oh, we're about to be in a mess.
A common complication for cave divers is loss of orientation, followed by eventual 30 seconds.
Like I just experienced. I didn't know I'd gone that deep already. I mean, there is definitely a depth meter, but that was absolutely not what I was looking at the time. Okay, there's our second silver. Now we can go back home and get our rebreather. I thought I saw another sea glide fragment somewhere in this direction. And they give you more than you actually need, or they drop more than you need in the world. Yes, People Bay fragment. So that you can kind of go in any order. Like, you don't have to go to the same place every single time to get the sea glide fragments. But if you scan extras of something you already have unlocked, it just turns it into titanium. So it's still not a waste to scan fragments that are for equipment you already use. make the wiring kit first. Okay. Alright. Oh. We'll go ahead and make an ingot. Just to make some space in the inventory. Alright. And we're going to save again. So we're now looking for sea glide fragments. And those are typically closer to crashed debris sections. Reef back. Also, we really need a fabricator. What's going on with this people? I see glowing. Oh, those are. I think they're called tigerfish. Nuclear waste disposal? Sea moth! We get some good fragments.
Integrating new PDA data. 30 seconds.
Alright, I'm running out of time for the morning, so we're gonna surface, save, and probably call it a day. Well, it was embarrassing to have to start all the way from scratch, but thankfully they let us skip the opening cutscene, and I'd already yapped all I needed to yap about the early stages, and we still made progress anyway, so I'd call that a win. Don't forget, if you are interested, Boss Man streams Fight Night 2002, and Coach Harry is streaming, I think, Fallout 4 and maybe still some NFL head coach. So if those tickle your fancy, those are also guys in the Not So Hot Tamale crew. Go ahead and check them out, give them a follow. They're a good time. Anyway, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.